Okay, we're here with Camas-Washougal Fire Chief Nick Swinhart and Mayor Pro Tem Ellen Burton to discuss the breaking news right now, which is the ban on fireworks sales. And then we're going to discuss the decision you made yesterday, the executive order to ban the discharge of fireworks sales. So right now, talk about the breaking news. Who would like to discuss the ban on sales?
I'll start briefly. This is not a decision we take lightly. This is the first time it's ever been done in Camas, and it is a one-time event based on the extraordinary circumstances this year. Nick?
No, that's right. I think the Mayor Pro Tem said it very well. When we came into this looking at the fireworks danger last week, we gave some interviews and said we expected that fireworks were still going to be allowed to be sold and discharged. But as we all saw the conditions change over the weekend with the high temperatures and then the wind started picking up, we initially decided we needed to ban discharge. And then looking at the situation today and in light of the county deciding to ban sales and discharge, we realized we need to take another look at banning sales in the cities of Camas and Washougal as well.
So nobody's allowed to sell them, and now you cannot even buy them, right?
Correct.
That's correct.
Okay. Effective immediately?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And did you get blowback from all the fireworks people?
Our fire marshal's office is reaching out to the vendors individually to talk to them, and I'm sure that there are some of them that are not going to be happy, and we understand that, and it's a very unfortunate circumstance.
We really empathize with the fireworks stand operators and any of the nonprofits that sometimes benefit from these sales. This is not a place we like to put our community at all.
Let's talk about that now. We're in this situation. And what are the metrics we discussed earlier, that major decision yesterday to ban the discharge of fireworks in Camas and Washougal? What led to that decision actually, specifically?
Well, there are, in the county council code, there are actually three metrics that in code that the county uses to ban fireworks. We don't have them specifically in our code, but myself and the fire marshal and our elected officials have been referencing those metrics to determine when we feel is the time to ban fireworks. And one of those has to do with the relative fire danger in the county, also has to do with fuel moisture content in the area, as well as the energy release component of when those fuels burn. And when we were looking at this last Friday, those triggers had not been met yet. But after this weekend, it was determined that all three of those triggers were being hit, and that's when everybody, and you noticed pretty much, I think everybody in the county finally decided to ban discharge of fireworks based on those change of those metrics.
The threat to fire is pretty high.
It is
Yes.
very high right now, especially when the wind picks up.
And now the excessive heat wave is past us. And it's a weird place to feel like 93 is really nice after 115. Going forward, what do you see happening as the summer is moving along with the weather that we're having?
Well, what we've seen from the National Weather Service is what most people can see, and that is they don't expect that we're going to have another heat wave like this again this summer, which thank goodness, I'm sure we're all saying that. But what we see between now and the 4th of July is continued dry, warm weather, no precipitation in the immediate forecast, and so that's why we needed to be so careful in this period of time between now and the 4th of July.
Does the wind make it even more dangerous?
It absolutely does. It can dry out the fuels, and it also can drive fire once it starts.
What are some things local community members can do to minimize the threat of fire, like around their homes and in their yards?
Well, it's always good to make sure that they have vegetation cleared out from around their homes. They don't have dry, fire-prone vegetation close to their homes, that they're kept trimmed and landscaped nice, and that they also, when we have super dry and windy conditions like this, that they do have garden hoses or sprinklers nearby that they can turn on to wet down their landscaping.
Okay, now, Ellen, given the executive order you made yesterday and then again today, can you walk us through the legalities and how you get to that process? Because it's a one-time deal, right?
Yes, it's a one-time deal. The Camas City Code allows the mayor, upon consultation with our chief and our fire marshal, and then of course we collaborated with the city of Washougal to ban the discharge of fireworks yesterday. Today, as Chief Swinhart mentioned, the county also banned discharge and sales. So we had to go back and take a look at that and look at legally how we can make sure we keep our public safe, because our duty as city officials, both elected and unelected, is paramount public safety.
Okay, and now what's the reporting apparatus? If somebody sees somebody discharging a firework, what do they need to do?
Well, what we'd like to first of all say is that if somebody witnesses a fire or an injury caused by fireworks, of course they should call 911. If they want to call to report the discharge, a simple discharge of illegal fireworks, they should call 311 and report the location of the illegal discharge. And staffing, as we have staffing available, we will investigate those. And we do have extra patrols with the police department and the fire department out on patrol on July 4th. And so we'll be keeping a close eye on that.
And you'll see that from both cities of Camas and Washougal.
Okay, so more patrols are happening during this heat wave and during this holiday season. Also, now, what are the fines?
The fines are the same in both cities, $250 for the first offense, $500 for a second violation, $750 for a third, and then $1,000 for every subsequent violation after that.
Okay, anything else we need to know about?
No, please be safe. Please watch your neighbors, watch your vegetation, and let's have fun with our families. And please don't shoot off any fireworks. Thank you.